This is fun. I got a wasp in here.
Bzzz.
Take a fly swatter that sucker.
Yeah, I just put the fly swatter up though because. Alright, quiet on the set. Get ready to do this thing we call Tuesday.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news, and Tweety Bird is active, getting the
not mine.
Word out there. That's right.
Mine's awfully quiet.
Yours is awfully quiet always, but that's
pretty much. I was looking at Twitter earlier.
Well, today's tweet was boxes everywhere, but not a book to read.
Well,
Things
yeah.
that make you go, Boxes popping up over here, boxes popping up over there, boxes popping up in the Great White North, but not anywhere that we know of. Yes, boxes are arriving, people. Stories are coming out. We've seen several unboxings by several different people already. And, of course, I'm sure we're going to see plenty of others. Now, one of today's little links I put down there, and I got a kick out of this one, was, let me get it back to it because I lost it. I don't know how that happened.
Blame it on the wasp, man.
The wasp's fault, that's right.
Yeah.
Is aptly titled Icon Has Collector's Version? Question mark.
Yeah.
And,
I can ask cheeseburger?
Yes, well, Icon Has Collector's Version, please? No. Well, actually, that's not true, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to pop in here and mention this one, because, yes, there are several variants, but there is several possibilities for folks to be able to get their hands on said collector's versions. One, I'm sure, is going to be Shroud Marketplace very soon. You're going to be able to see several people putting them available up there if you want the actual collector's version. I know Style Teckle, I believe it was caking some of the folks who didn't want to pay the taxes and VAT,
selling those
and helping people resell them for those folks who didn't get a chance to get in on the early collector's version. So just wanted to address that one. Of course, they get into a whole chat of what's going to be in the box and tell everybody, everybody's still...
The non-collector's version we know is not going to have the trinket, the certificates, or any of that stuff. It's just going to have the cloth map in the game.
Correct. Absolutely.
So not as much fun stuff in there. So collector's edition was only for backers and early backers at that.
Now, I forget whether they mentioned the coin was going to be in there and whether they were going to replace the trinket.
That was part of the trinket, so
Yeah.
no,
But
it shouldn't be.
anyway, speaking of the coin, I went back yesterday after the show and did a cursory look, because actually, if you actually pulled up the pictures that I had posted initially on the collector's box, Star Long's post, the collector's box post, the pictures he ripped off from me. Now, thank you, Star, for showcasing
thank you, Star,
those.
for-
But
Yes.
you'll notice in that picture that the coin at the bottom edge, you can actually read Founders Edition on the edge of the coin right there on the box.
Founders Edition. Yeah.
Yes, compared to Forsaken
See,
Virtues that you.
I told you that the color looked a little different than the other coin.
The color,
one that they hold
actually, it is weird. It's not a single. It's almost like it's got a smoky, shady effect to it. It's a very, very odd shading on it. On top of that, but again, I didn't realize until I just happened to go back and look that I caught this while browsing the pictures, because there have been so many great comments. And again, there was.
I told you it looked different.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I went over and reached into my wallet and pulled out the one I carry around for my challenge coin, and opened the archives and dug into the box.
Wait,
my coin.
What's a challenge coin?
Challenge coin? Nobody knows what a challenge coin is?
No.
Oh, well, if they don't know what a challenge coin is, we should actually let them know, especially if they're planning on going to SodaCon or any event. If anybody's planning on going to
Dragon Con
this weekend, absolutely, which is this weekend. If you have a Shroud of the Avatar coin, if you have this one, this will now count, I'm sure. But challenge coin taken from old military traditions where units all had their own coins. And it started out, I believe, with the chiefs. The chief master sergeants all had their own coins, and other chiefs would challenge the other guys to go, "Are you carrying your coin?" And if he was, the guy who issued the challenge would buy a drink, and if he wasn't, the guy who wasn't carrying his coin bought the other guy a drink. So, yes, carry your challenge coin. Challenge Lord British. You may catch him without a challenge coin, in which case he will owe you a drink. Very rare will you catch Lord British without one. But funny enough, he's been caught after he's been too vocal, going, "Oh no, I don't have a challenge coin on me," and then people go, "Ooh, gotcha."
What's the damn problem?
You got your challenge coin on you? I challenge you.
Who are you challenging?
Deke, of course.
I don't have a challenge coin.
Yep.
On me.
Yes.
I'm in the middle of planning a wedding.
Yeah. Well.
Oh.
That
Our wedding planner says hello.
Hello. Yes.
So YOLO's got his box.
Hey,
YOLO
Lass, she
got
bought
his
too, so you might want to come to the wedding.
Very interesting. I know I'm going to be performing one of those weddings, so.
The in-game version.
The in-game version, that's right. The indecent version.
Yep. Everybody should challenge me.
Yes, challenge Jack, because he's challenging.
So, Laz, we wanted to formally invite you to our wedding on your show.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Gonna send out invites. I know it's not till next year, correct?
Yeah, it'll be May 18th, but yeah, we're going to send you an invite.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's a long time away.
Thank you. Gonna get to see you.
And our wedding planner
Not going
says-
to elope?
No, we're not going to elope. Our wedding planner says she thinks you're hot and she wants to meet you, and she's a hottie, man. I'm trying to set you up, Les.
Well, thank you. But anyway, I look forward to attending and all that fun stuff and finer details. I get to come down to Arkansas and see Casa de Cooper.
You bet.
You betcha. All right, cool. Cool deal.
I'll let you go now, man. I just wanted to butt in on your show.
But thank you very much. That's right. Duke Ezekiel Cooper.
We invite people to
That's
butt
right.
into our show.
Getting Hitched to Obsidian Shade, also another gamer. She plays the game as well. So always great to see a gamer couple getting hitched, and of course invite to the wedding. And yes, I've been notified that I will be doing the in-game wedding. So we'll tell everybody about it.
you got what I need.
You're too much. Too much. I love this shit. Anyway, moving right along.
Where to?
Where to? Yeah, we've been, we had, because of the boxes have sort of disrupted our usual chit chat about stuff. We haven't even touched Release 57. We haven't touched a lot of the new stuff coming out. Where do we go? Stand up? You want to talk about that? The comments that Chris made on Wake Up New Britannia this Saturday. Want to follow up?
Well,
I didn't hear about
that
it.
That info is not actually archived because it's not one of the Who Are You segments.
Correct. As far as I know, I believe he actually does record all his shows.
Oh, absolutely. He records them, but he has not. Maybe we can request that he puts it up on SoundCloud for everybody to hear. But yeah, Chris did show up on Saturday morning on Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfram and Justin on Radio Free Britannia, not on that other radio station. Wake Up is on Radio Free Britannia. But Chris answered a bunch of questions, including some about decay and taming.
Decay.
And as it comes to decay, ooh, I got 3 hours of sleep last night. Awesome.
Hey, all at once? Not too bad.
Yeah. Chris said he is going to relook at decay and something will be done to make it less punishing. One idea he mentioned is possibly changing the double XP penalty on 101 plus skills to 120 plus. There were a few other ideas as well. While he didn't commit to any specific action, the fact that he is going to review decay is encouraging. And then taming, the biggest takeaway is there will be very powerful creatures to tame, but they will require at least 100 summoning skill and to have one life. And if they die, they are gone. And you'll have to go tame another one. I would like to see the taming AI also have all kinds of things related to monsters breaking.
One life. Yeah. And Pet Res goes out the door.
Yeah, but it's one where it's like they should also require like what's the actual taming skill? I do not have any taming because I am not a tamer.
It's called taming.
Yeah. Well, they would have to have well over 100 tame creature. Then they would have to have over 100 summoning. And then from there, you should also require, like, depending on what their obedience is, the chance for the monster to break loose.
Now, as it is, the tame creature really has nothing to do with you being able to go get a pet from a vendor and use it. It's actually your summoning skill, which is actually affected, which, of course, allows you to do the higher level creatures. And again, I take advantage of that fact, like many players do. And there's guys out there with 120s and all these. Those are the heavy duty guys. But yes, then we get into Pet Resurrect. Make him single. Well, then why did that's one I got. I went to 60 plus on that already because my pets die a lot.
Hey, tame pets.
Leroy Lazarus,
would also need to be fed. I like that idea. I really do.
Encourage the feeding of pets and stuff like that on a regular basis to keep them happy. I would, of course, love to see the stabling of pets like we used to have in another game that everybody loved, all the features they programmed in that game 20 years ago. Like the stable feature. Take my pets, pay for stabling fees, and they feed my pet while it's in the stables. All sorts of great stuff like. What's that?
I missed that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess first you have to have pets that are, I guess, worthy of keeping, because at this point, most of the pets are readily available. And I'm sure the other ones will be. Of course, there's the cry for the new salamander. I don't know if everybody chimed in on Friday's live stream. They gave us a sneak peek at the upcoming Wyvern.
I don't know why they would whine about that one.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I laughed at it.
Okay. So.
But I hate the fact that they sat there and said, they hide behind the pillars, and then they sneak up, and then they run up on the Wyvern, and then they're like, "Oh, but we really just trolled everybody."
Yeah, well, he actually had me waiting to see it. I was like,
why?
I was curious about the not wanting to aggro it, because I know Chris plays in God mode a lot when he's out there running around testing. So why the aggro would have made a difference, I had no idea. But I was curious because, I guess he was trying to build up the suspense. Of course, I went an adult race, which is what it looks like, because if you remember what the race was.
I can't remember, but are you ready for some pony play or something like that?
Some pony play? Some equine play?
Some equine play? Yeah, they're pretty soon. They're gonna get you the bit and everything else, and then Spec's gonna come around and it's like start yelling, "Don't do that! Don't do that!" Because Spec raises horses on the side as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's got a horse farm. I mean, that would make sense. But yes, did you catch those? I'm sure you caught that one remark. That was just so funny. So what are we doing? We're going to do a little stand-up. We're going to talk more about getting boxes and not getting boxes. As it's Tuesday, I think maybe we should talk a little about what's coming up on Thursday. Yeah, it was just a wee bit.
No, we don't have anything to talk about. Show's over. I haven't gotten my boxes.
Just got no box.
Yeah, and they haven't updated the stand-up corner since Monday. Because today's only Taco Tuesday. I mean, it's like, seriously. Why?
Well, that's the norm.
Why do I have to? Why do I have to read the stand-up corner? Why?
We would be reading Mondays, isn't that correct?
I don't know. But stand-up corners where devs say, "Hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today." Something random gets written down. Eventually, things get posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it, so you don't have to. And then we have the art department. Wait, that's fucking wrong. Oh well. Where Damon was working on
wrong. This whole thing is so wrong.
Bugs.
Bug.
In the leads meeting, because everybody's a lead. Reed working on the Wyvern. Yep. And then over in design, Beezus working on bugs.
Bug.
And Wyverns. Sanyo, working on burning skeletons and building
Burn.
updates
Burn,
and quests.
baby, burn.
And player instructions.
Yes, instruct those players.
The energy vortex is trying to support the
Is
tech
awesome.
team because the tech team needs support.
He's a little uplifting.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Play Buck Fast Power Smash. There. Okay, then over in tech, Dr. Bob
Little Bobby Thompson.
is working on bugs.
Bug.
Wizard Smoke. He's working on Puff Puff passing around some bugs and
Bug.
some user interface polish and in-game purchases and loot and dye and forums. The Deathbringer one and only working on bugs.
Bug.
Burning Toad working on bugs
Burn. Bug.
and waterlots and QA builds and in-game maps. Then Caslo's working on in-game maps and in-game purchase support. Over in Studio Services, we do have Chaos working on office administration and sales and live stream rewards and Release 57 offers. Any comment about Buckfast Power Smash?
Nope. Turned it up actually a little bit. Hopefully people are hearing
it's like-
it in the background.
It's like, what is this? Let's see. Serafina working on weekly update and Jira testing and forums and live stream and moderation.
Yay, Sarah.
Then over in Useless Overhead, the Dippy Bird working on dungeons and live stream and Release 57 tasks and Wake Up New Britannia and Leads meeting.
Wake up.
Yep.
Very early.
Chaos is working on Gamescom and Leads meeting. Like I said, if I'm catching Wake Up, it's because I haven't got to sleep
You're
yet.
still up. That's right. Same
Yeah.
here.
It's like, yeah. I have caught a couple of episodes of Wake Up, mostly because I didn't sleep the night before. The Dork Star working on a weekly update and live stream and Jira triage and scheduling and leads meeting. And Stefan working on Gamescom and events and production sync.
Sync.
And that's what our devs said they were working on.
Need some sync.
Yeah. Yep.
So Friday's live stream, actually, yeah, I got a kick out of that little joke, but I was actually quite impressed with the amount of the dungeon ability that I saw, and I'm actually looking forward to it. Again, I had a chance to get down in the prefab in the QA and check it out, and again, it looks nice, and I'm looking forward to the being able to.
You want to go deco your own dungeon?
I want to be able to take the pieces, build the pieces, buy the pieces, whatever it is we're gonna have to do that. But the interface looked very, very, very nice for the way it was. I mean, still in bits and pieces. It was just intriguing enough to get my interest.
I would also like to see the inclusion of multiple levels.
Yes.
At some point in the future.
There's actually ramps and stair inclusions going to be in there. We're going to actually be able to build those levels quite easily from what.
And I want secret passages.
We want breakable passages. You want to?
No. I want my own method of turning it on and off. So you have to go rotate the key on this side of the map and then run over inside of this time frame to get to here. Which means you would have had to discover it first, and then otherwise you
want linkable switches is really what it comes down to. Linkable switches, but yes. Ooh, quite interesting. Maybe as we progress with this, you should probably get that on the wish list now. Linkable switches, guys. Linkable switches. Good component in any dungeon.
Yes, so that way you can actually do weird things, and then you'd also be able to like leave all kinds of clues about where it's going and what it's doing, and that way you can actually hide your treasure room, and then also have a few linkable death traps.
Traps are gonna be in there.
Well, no, so you would actually have you could have like a riddle that the owner supposedly knows, and then you could have like a couple of linkable switches in that room, and like some of them trigger death traps. So you've either got like fire spouts, darts coming across, and spikes from the top.
Poison cloud,
yeah.
Flame plate.
So if you choose the wrong one, you die.
Oof.
And don't forget, they did say that they're going to try to add more rezonks. Currently, the only rezonk inside of the dungeons, the prefabs, it's at the entrance.
That's okay, as I didn't see a problem with that. They addressed the not having an Ankh issue very quick, so it's a big step right there. Envy, how you doing out there? Geggy, good to see you, of course. Econdas.
Yes.
Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Always good to see you guys out there. But let's take a peek over at Release 57, because the notes are a little bit more fleshed out than they were earlier in the week.
The other day.
Yes.
Yeah, so they do go through several iterations as they start adding things.
Well, what a lot of the community may not know is when Star posts this publicly, he posts it in a forum link that asks for the community to go and look at it and help edit and word things for the final edits that go into our actual game release notes. So. And
at the same time, it may or may not have Chris's contribution to it as well. So
absolutely.
Some things. Yeah, so Release 57, they're working on some quality of life improvements.
QOL. You'll see that mentioned a lot. QOL.
That was a main focus of Release 57. Their goal here is to improve movement, moment to moment in daily gameplay, siege skipping, control point skipping, global banks, removed NPC slowdowns, reduced roving encounter awareness, and other similar changes should all make very noticeable improvements to every avatar's experience by removing continual annoyances and slowdowns. Crafting would make... Yes, please. Crafting. And not just that. You know what? If you're in combat mode, turn on collision completely. How about that?
Runebook.
Yeah, and Envy says runebook.
We have cries from the audience for the runebook.
Yeah. And factions. User interface polish. To support the above improvements, they made several changes to the user interface to improve daily use. For example, they added a vendor button to all NPC vendors. That gives avatars immediate access to their function. They also added status indicators to the health and focus bars. So that way, when you get hit, you'll see a yellow chunk come off. And if you get healed, you'll see a green chunk added, and then your health jumps. Go play around with it, and then get into a group and go whack on something and then see whether or not you like it or not. I'm not really a big fan. I still want movable health bars.
Just want a movable health bar. Don't want fancy colors. I just want to see my health and focus, and I want to be able to put it down where I'm doing everything else, so I'm not constantly looking up there.
Hey, I want to be able to peel monsters' health bars off.
Yeah.
So that way I can kind of And I would also love to see an arc to where my sword or polearm or dagger or weapon, so that way I've got a weapon trail that tells me what I'm actually going to hit.
Yeah, see,
That'd be
again,
nice as
I don't get that hitting 3 targets BS with a staff or a sword. You know, I'll hit 3 targets if my sword cleanly cuts through the other 2, but...
So on a critical, it might hit 2, but on
Yeah.
a normal hit, it only hits 1.
I'm sorry, you know, you take a staff, you hit a guy, it stops wherever you hit him. It does not continue through his body to the next 2 targets. Just doesn't work
So
that way.
what Laz also wants to see is limbs coming off on those awesome critical hits.
Want to see heads flying, heads rolling.
Absolutely. He
Lootable
wants
too?
you to... And lootable, yes.
How can I drink from the skulls of my enemies if I don't have heads flying?
That's right. And that's the only way that you can get a skull is if you cut it off the head in combat.
That'd be
Yes.
awesome.
I like how we make this up as we're going along. Great shit.
Hey,
I'll
man.
tell you what. They should use some of this stuff.
There's a reason that we have to tell people we interpret the news.
That's
we
right.
just randomly make things up. Whether or not they are in game is debatable. Whether or not they will ever be programmed into the game is
Highly
probably highly doubtful. Yes.
but we have some great ideas. Just saying.
Oh, absolutely. Cannibalism.
Eh.
I mean, how else are you going to have cannibalism?
Hey, man.
I still need to-
Horse poop for fertilizer. Cow poop for fertilizer, man, you know.
Don't forget the sheep, goats, as well as chickens,
Oh,
man.
D, all of the above. Absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely.
And not only that, but like things like chickens should be cannibals. If you've ever seen chickens in real life,
Chickens are
they will
cannibals.
eat anything and everything, as well as pigs. I mean, so yeah, we need more cannibal pets.
Chickens eat other chickens alive.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's like,
Wildlife is amazing. It's
Oh, yeah.
wild. It's wild.
yeah. Skeggy says horses manure.
Horse manure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. It's fertilizer, man. And if you feed it a bunch of, like, the cows a bunch of corn, then your E. coli rate goes extremely high and you start poisoning everybody. And they all get E. coli poisoning. But that's only if you feed your cows
I
corn.
was going to say, if you feed your horse a can of beefarino, you know, he produces some deadly poisonous gas. I don't know.
Well, if you feed your pet dogs broccoli, that's where you get the noxious cloud.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you're an alchemist, you'd have to go behind it and bottle it, and then you've got stink bombs.
There you go. Absolutely. I tell you,
Yeah.
genius stuff.
I know. I don't know why you're saying "ooh." You're secretly laughing at
Yeah,
that.
he's laughing his ass off. We know.
Yeah. Player-made dungeons. We've already talked about those. Don't forget the initial of ones coming out are static. Eventually, those are going to revert to patterns, so that way you can build your own. And that should be coming in Q4 or something like that. But we definitely do have decoration dyeing coming in release 57, so you'll be able to change the colors of decorations, including banners, beds, couches, sofas, and more, and a few other items. Or for now, only a few items can be dyed, but they will be expanding those as they can. Then a few, like 7 bug fixes.
Yes, according to Friday's live stream, it's not as simple as going make everything dyeable. They actually
Well, they have to change the
touch
texture.
each
Yeah.
and every item's properties, which is a really big PETA.
Yeah. Yes. So it's one where you're essentially changing a static image and you have to go through and change the texture for everything in order to make it dyeable. And you have to change the So essentially, it's like they have to change the item. Okay, but at the same time, gotta love it. Gotta love dyeable items, which
Love
means
this shit. Tell you what.
the only problem is what colors we're going to put on the Lunch with Laz and Jack set.
You know, the black leather makeout couch is timeless.
That's because it's easy to wipe up when you're done.
It's you know, ease of use, ease of cleanup, functionality.
Okay.
You know, doesn't show those leftover stains too bad. You know.
Until someone takes a knife to it. Someone sits down with their dagger in their pants.
My couch.
Gotcha.
All right, moving right along. Let's
Wow,
get
that's-
down to some of the meat.
What? The fact that under story they're going to be doing weird things, and control points are now completely voluntary.
It's voluntary. That's right.
So is the regional economy, but that's beside the point.
It's been voluntary since day one. I don't care what
Yeah.
nobody says. Teleports and weight reduction or weight inducing.
Oh yeah. The 50% weight reduction obsidian potion. Then you've got your belt of the ox, and then your what's the other one that you also
The
use?
ring of brittle brawn.
Brittle brawn
Yeah.
to increase your strength. Yeah.
Couple of spells, and you carry in half the world cross borders.
Yeah.
Could have made
Yep.
smuggling like that illegal, I tell you.
Well.
Anyway.
Yeah.
NPC
NPC movement.
Yeah,
NPC
nice one.
movement slowdown has been removed inside of towns.
Yes, you can now run through the people in towns. You can run through the sheep. You can run through the guards. You run through those
Yep.
chickens.
Hey, I would still love them to say in a combat zone, collision is on.
Well, there was a fix for that already. You just had to kill the animals.
Yeah, that was a fix.
Did you mention the town sieges being voluntary in there?
Yeah, town sieges are also voluntary. Everything's voluntary.
Everything's voluntary. PvP
Yes.
is voluntary.
Yeah, playing the game is voluntary. Yeah. Roving encounters reduction in their awareness, so now they have a much smaller circle of, hey, we can see you and we're going to chase.
I don't actually find that to be the case. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just cutting it too close.
I still say that there needs to be 10 times as many roving encounters on the world map, anyways, and they need to get the load times down significantly as well. Because I still run all over the map and don't see roving encounters.
Polish.
What? Polish?
Polish.
Side quests. They did some weird things there.
Close that hospital again.
Yeah, I know. Hospital gown is now somewhere if
Really
you find
bad.
a Amanita spore. I mean, how hard is it to kill a mushroom?
How hard can it be?
Yeah. Then you've got a jealous boyfriend for Vigo. Is jealous of another man who's been sweet talking his girlfriend. And then you can learn the palm punch emote.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Let me
Where's
at
he?
him. Let me at him. Yeah, I know. Some mushrooms are, yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't like mushrooms anyway, so.
Envy. As it, you know, we have
That's a
predicted
contest.
that is coming. We have predicted it.
Yeah. Like I said, double XP is going to become the norm.
Just a
soon.
matter of time.
Yeah. Lost Veil Crystal Ball. Anyone who successfully completed the siege of Opalus, relieve rescue of the Grand Artificer, or relieve the fall of the Epitaph task of the Forlorn Skeleton quest can mention Lost Veil or Crystal Ball to Anais to obtain a one-time gift, and that is a Lost Veil Crystal Ball decoration item. And it will tell you when the crystal or when the Lost Veil is available.
Indeed. Now, there's going to be a change coming up to the Veil, we understand. Is that
It's
noted
changing
down
to
there?
every... yes, it is. They're changing it. That is like 5-6 items below where they're
Okay,
changing
so-
it to the frequency from every 8 hours to 11 hours.
It's actually
Or
now
12
I think it
hours?
was every 23 hours originally.
20
They're cutting
or
it in
22
half.
hours. 22
No,
hours.
sorry.
It was 22 hours
28.
because it 28.
It was 28 hours, if I recall properly.
Whatever.
Which
It was a number.
weird cycle.
I don't trust any of you.
It's now going to be every 11 hours.
Trust us. We interpret better than anybody else.
We just randomly make shit up better than anybody else. Because honestly, I mean, since it opened, when's the last time that you've been there? When's the last time you went to Lost Veil?
Upper tiers. So
Oh, well,
Yeah.
a lot of good questing out in there. A lot of pretty animals.
I know. I tried to kill that unicorn in there multiple times. That unicorn was not my Patronus. Then, let's see, where you've got the Ring My Bell, calling some orphans in Esgard, where you can get the Ring the Bell, it's dinner time emote. They did polish several scenes, including Black Blade Pass, where, yep, in the Blood River outskirts.
Burned skeletons. Very interesting.
Yeah. Yep. Brittany Alleys, they removed a wooden fence. Out in the Crooked Shank, they slightly reduced the density of elves to more accurately reduce the fact that it's a tier 2 scene. As in, way too many people have been farming this scene and making way too much gold because each of those guys dropped 30 gold.
Because they drop more gold than the tier 10 boss.
Yeah. And you could just plow through them and make lots of money. Hallowed Plains, they now officially listed as tier 4 plus. And sometimes you end up with a tier 10 monster.
I like this one. This one,
I don't talk to Outlanders.
way overdue. Very, and I don't know why this took so long, but
Generic NPCs with no names now claim to not want to share their names with Outlanders. So that actually helps something with, you're an Outlander. Get away from me.
I don't have a name at this time. No, I don't talk to Outlanders. You're done. Yeah, nice fix, guys.
Yep. Nice duct tape. Duct tape. Nice duct tape solution. I approve of that message.
Deflection.
Then we do have
That's right.
out in the Lost Veil. We already talked about that. In the City of Mud, they replaced the buildings in the City of Town that had the blue perennial coast roof with standard versions. And then out in Norgard Fens, they added a conversation to the child next to the horse in the swamp.
Because you have to have a conversation with a child.
In the
and a
outskirts,
horse.
they added a cloak and a set of dice as a reward near the end of each sequence of the outskirts quests or maps. Colors are related to the colors associated with the virtues. NPC schedules, they adjusted the times for when the display names of periods of the time of day. What? There's a new day-night schedule.
I think that what they're saying here is the NPCs are on a more realistic day-night schedule. I haven't actually seen it in action, so you know.
Yep. Easy solution for that, Econdis, kill the horse.
Call Lassie.
Or actually, I'm sorry, it's kill the kid. Kill the kid, and then
Call Lassie.
Then it's in the
Lassie'll
slow
go get
process
help.
turning into
He'll throw a rope to the horse and pull him out.
Yeah.
Kill the kid before you kill the horse.
Kill the kids. That way, then you can sneak up on the horse and boil it down into glue. Yes.
No, that's not right.
What? Turning the horse into glue is not right?
That requires killing the horse.
Eating the children.
Well, if you set the water inside the mud on fire, so you need some oil, then that turns the
barbecue
horse into not just barbecue, but it's a little oily. But it also you end up with the glue. Yeah. You just have to skim the fat off. Yeah.
Horse crackling.
Quell Passage, they added some burnt skeletons. Quell Shortfall.
Popping it up everywhere.
The Homestead Ant Crypt will sometimes spawn burnt skeletons. The rainy weather visual polish has been improved. Shandy Chapman, they have added a few more consumables to the merchant. If they end up adding teleports and recall scrolls, which we have not seen yet, I'm going to drive down to Portalarium and I'm going to have a stern talking with Chris.
Maybe nobody will know.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna. I'll be like, "What's the point of being a fucking alchemist?"
Well, what's the point of being an alchemist now? I really don't see much. Yeah. Because it still takes forever to make 20 recalls and 20 teleport scrolls. Dang.
2.5 minutes for 20 scrolls. Seriously, fucking ridiculous. South Midmere Way, they added some ambient environmental sounds. What they did was they took the Mopac traffic and they added that there. Then Tenebrous Harbor, they burn skeletons will sometimes spawn. Upper tiers, it is now a tier 4+ scene, and they possibly killed some XP there.
Yeah, I haven't been out to try that. Of course, not much sense when double XP's going on to go out to QA and test it, but a lot of it's not fully into effect there anyway. But quite a bunch of changes there. We'll have more on that tomorrow, and of course, hopefully this will be in an official release version, but there's much more coming in this release. We've just scratched a bit of the surface on this, and again, all sorts of fun stuff changes, polish, and again, it's one of them things that I'm just gonna wait till Thursday and Friday shows and see what you guys have to say, because many of you just wait till you get to release anyway, and that's when we get the best feedback on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just the way it happens to be, one of them unexplained mysteries of the universe. But of course, gotta let everybody know about that wonderful NBNN app. I was talking to smokes a lot, drinks a lot last night. And apparently he didn't know we did a show, we were on the radio, any of that stuff. He's like, really? You guys got a show? Dude. Why do you think everybody comes to us for pricing and stuff like this, man? Because we talk about this stuff on the show. I got a kick out of it. But anyway, yes, we actually have a show. That's right. And you guys are aware of that. If not, you may be catching it for the first time. Thank you. But of course, we have the NBNN Trinity Avatar app on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for all your electronic devices. If you want to take Trinity Avatar with you on the go, when you go, or wherever you go, check out the NBNN Trinity Avatar app. You can listen to us on the radio, you can read the NBNN Daily Britannian, you can shop Shroud Marketplace, you can check out the calendars, you can check out the Lunar Rift map, you can check out Soda map, you can check out some player-made maps, and much more on the NBNN site. And of course, the daily calendar brought to us every day by our good friends over at hometownhero.com.
That's right. at NBNN community calendars on NBNN.info. You can always click on the calendar button, and then you can see the fact that I clicked on the wrong link and I went to the Daily Britannian.
Woohoo.
Whoops.
Great stuff in the daily.
But yes, that NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar is a Google public calendar that is an aggregate of all the available Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that guy knows about. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud, or if you want to add events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, email news@nbnn.info.
News.
And he may or may not do something with that information. So, yeah. You remember all times on the calendar are Central Time in the real
Mail
world,
your
but we prefer
to nudes@nbnn.info.
That's true too. Yep. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Indeed.
Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You can always listen to two idiots interpreting the news.
Woo-hoo.
They don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us. 2 o'clock this afternoon, Sean Silverfoot's doing his Paxlayer Town Manager Hour.
Hey, Sean.
Telling you all about Paxlayer and what they're
going
doing.
on?
Is Sean even here today? No, Sean's
No,
not
just
here.
shouting out.
Hi,
So,
Sean.
give people the idea what's going on. Get out there and ask Sean questions.
Yep. And then at 3 o'clock, Wintermute of Koff is going to be doing the EVL Euro dungeon crawl. At 7 p.m., James Thunder of EVL is going to be doing Thunder's dungeon run.
Thunder.
If that's not your thing and you'd rather go to Braemar and join in on a dungeon run of Braemar's dungeon, which is known as Chillblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering, you can always join the Jade Dragons for that. Yeah. 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. And the final event of the evening is on Radio Free Britannia, and that's the Wicked Wound.
RFB. That's right.
I got the calendar done. Woohoo!
Yes, you did. Absolutely.
Can't believe that.
And
now
of
I can't even
course,
type in my password on my phone.
You're still trying to figure out that password problem, I tell you.
No, this was on my phone. It's the small buttons, big thumbs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate that. I hate that stuff. But thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. You're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Cinesist or twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catching us in replays on YouTube or listening on the air on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. We thank you for joining us, and we thank you for your support over the last 3+ years. It's thanks to listeners like you guys who keep us going, and we appreciate all the support. If you want to become a supporter, you can click on any of the links on our streams and donate there. You can cheer in bits live on stream. You can become a monthly supporter by going to patreon.com/NBNN. Or you can become a sponsor, get your name up on the big screen, and we'll tell the folks all about whatever it is you want us to tell them about. And of course, you get cryptocurrency over on Jack's stream. He accepts crypto over there. He plays with all that fun stuff. And last but not least, all of those you folks with Amazon Prime accounts, you get a free sub every month to your favorite streamers. And you can use that on our streams. We'd appreciate it. Pick one, use it on our streams. Remember, you got to do them monthly. You can switch back and forth one way or the other. Just use it because you get it free, and it helps support us just for something you're already paying for. So we appreciate it all, and thank you all for your support. Thanks for your support. TheArieFund.org. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. The latest in charitable events and community outreach. Check out TheArieFund.org. SodaCon Austin 2018 is coming, and TikTok is the end of August is here. It's a month and a half away, folks. So if you haven't gotten those tickets, get on out and get them. Tickets will be on sale till October 2nd. SodaCon happening the second week of October in Austin, Texas. Go to SodaConAustin.org for more information. our good friends over at hometownhero.com. They are a local Austin vape juice manufacturer, and they got some great juice. I'm actually finishing the lemon finally. I'm on the last of the lemon, and I'm going to be switching over to the watermelon crush next. So I'll be telling you all about that most likely by tomorrow. And again, don't forget you save 20% off at hometownhero.com when you use the promo code NBNN. And of course, great tasting juice, save you some money, and of course, try before you buy. All you got to do is pay for shipping. Sign up with your email, tell them you want to try a free bottle, and they'll mail it to you. All you got to do is pay to ship. Great stuff. Coil More Wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you're looking for custom wood in-game, check out Coil More Wands for more information. Scrota's music service thingy, because it's Scrota's music service thingy. You want somebody to play some buffs for you, you want somebody to play your event, you're lonely and you're looking for company, you can hire Scrota's music service thingy off shroudmarketplace.com. What's up? Who's that out there? Old Doc? I got that right? Old Doc?
Old Dick.
Old Dick. Old Dick. Okay. Yeah, works for me. Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. That's right. If you're looking for crafting goods, you're looking to sell goods, you're looking to set up shop, go check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located to the Elysium and Exeter mines. Relics by Riddled for all your licensed Trinity Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, you're looking for hats, you're looking for patches, you're looking for bumper stickers, regular stickers, shot glasses, coffee mugs, and much, much more, check out Relics by Riddled for all your licensed Trinity Avatar swag. Save 10% when you check out. Use the promo code NBNN and save yourself a little money at relicsbyriddled.com. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in news and entertainment round the clock, including us at 6s and 12s every weekday, all day, every day. Oh, weekends, weekdays, whatever. Yeah, weekdays. You got it. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs, because if you need it, they've probably got it out at Shroud Marketplace. And I'll tell you what, more likely than not, you're going to start seeing some of them collector's boxes as well making an appearance up in the marketplace. But of course, right now you can get just about everything and anything else until those start hitting everybody's doorsteps, because they're coming. We did a little unboxing yesterday. You'll see other videos out there, but ShroudMarketplace.com. Jack.
Yeah, that's right. ShroudMarketplace.com. Best place to go buy anything related to Shroud of the Avatar, and anything and everything is available, from accounts to Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, caffeine, getting in our teleport and recall scroll business. And each one of those vendors is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you do end up with some healthy competition. Just do a search for recall and teleport scrolls. If you're looking for 100 of each, you can see that there's a few different vendors that are selling them. Myself, the original vendor of teleports and recall scrolls, guaranteed not to fizzle.
And if
then
they do,
then you have the imposter who sells insurance for fizzle insurance last. And then you've got number 3. That's Caffeine Shop. Capheus is wares. He's trying to sell some recall scrolls. But yes, anything and everything is available at Shroud Marketplace, as long as it's not a bannable offense. It's up to one of the vendors to put it up for sale if they have it. So you can also get some supply bundles. I mean, look at that. A few hundred supply bundles. I mean, that's 300 yellow bundles, 400 grays.
Man, some great stuff there. I'm showing off some of the homes that are for sale, listed under the home sales.
Oh yeah, you can also find
great stuff.
You've got the actual houses sorted by size. You've got actual lot deeds. Yeah, I've seen player-owned towns sold on Shroud Marketplace as well. including pets. I mean, people are selling tamed and untamed pets. I mean, some dude's selling a duck.
Yeah, want to buy a duck? You can find a duck on the marketplace, just as simple. Yeah. That's right. You go to Lazarus Long's Weddings and More, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. That's right. Commission-free vendors, bundles, rares, weddings, ores, and more, including, that's right, you want to buy a duck, we'll sell you a pet duck. Want to buy an ether vibration amplifier? Got one of those too. Got a couple of those. Got a couple portable ones. Want to listen to your radio on the run? Got those as well. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Weddings and More by Laz. ShroudMarketplace.com.
Yeah, that's right.
I love this.
Don't forget, if you want to start selling your stuff for cash, you need to register an account at Shroud Marketplace. Then click on vendor registration. You can start adding your products up for sale at Shroud Marketplace.
So
and
simple. Click
remember, the advice that we give everybody: get a chest. If you put something up for sale on Shroud Marketplace, put it in that chest
and forget about it.
And then when it sells, you can just go back to that chest and pull it out and deliver it. And so that way it's a lot easier.
Right.
If you don't have a chest, you can always use your bank and use that for stuff that's up for sale. Try not to cross-list things in-game as well as out of game. So
don't leave it on your vendor for sale and then put it up for sale for cash, because you get hurt that way.
Yeah.
Sell a couple too many commission-free vendors, something like that. I never seen.
Hey, I did that. At least I had extra vendors. I did have to pull a vendor.
I don't know.
Off of one of my lots.
That's right. I don't know.
I did that. Yeah.
But anyway, that's right. All sorts of great information brought to you by us here daily. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on Lunch. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Slash Plague and Stones. Because it's Laz's favorite song. Clear.
It's going to be